This is backfiring big time. We'll talk more about that in details with all the data and information from the grounds. But first, take a look at this video from Paul Borrell. Paul Borrell is the chief EU foreign policy secretary. I think he's there. Let's take a listen to what he has to say about Israel. Right now, just to give you some idea, they are sanctioning or in the process of sanctioning Israeli ministers. Take a listen.
I initiated the procedures in order to ask the member states if they consider appropriated, including in our list of sanctions, some Israeli ministers has been launching hate messages, unacceptable hate messages against the Palestinians, and proposing things that goes clearly against international law and is an incitation to commit war crimes. And I think that the European Union has not to have taboos in order to use our toolbox in order to make humanitarian law respected. But it's not my decision.
Okay, so just to let you know, guys, there is absolutely no certainty when it comes to sanctioning those Israeli ministers. For example, Ben-Gvir, the secretary, I think he's in the ministry, also the war minister and all of these ministers. There is absolutely no certainty that this sanction will be imposed or it will actually pass through the EU foreign policy members. And when we talk about this kind of situation where EU members are now, this is something did not happen in the past, very rarely that EU members will be raising their voice against Israel. This is something very rare occasion. It shows, according to analysts, it does show that European countries, at least some countries, they're standing up against Israel and they're not comfortable with what Israel is doing, something that they did not do in the past. Now we are seeing these cracks coming from the EU member countries.
Decision. I only have the capacity of proposal. Member states will decide.
Okay, so again, member states will decide. He proposed the idea. He said that this is what we should be doing. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Hamas offensive at the moment. So basically, I made another video. That video will be published with all the pictures and all that. In this video, I'm not going to be sharing those pictures because I get censored by YouTube. They don't like those pictures for whatever reason. But just to give you some idea what is happening. So basically, Hamas, they have intensified their attack from Gaza into West Bank. As we know, West Bank, there are 3 areas or 3 cities that are being stormed by IDF, Jenin, Turkalam, and also the Jordan Valley. Hahowever, on the other hand, you now have this counter-attack, counter-offensive, if you want to call it, from Gaza. This group, Hamas, they are firing rockets at Israel, making a statement, making a point that this will not go unanswered. Now, obviously, Israel said in the past that the reason this invasion or these raids are taking place is because of what happened on August the 8th. On August the 8th, there was a suicide attack on Israel. But of course, that is really not the reason why Israel is raiding these 3 cities. It is more than that. According to Israeli officials, they also included that because of the Iranian activities inside West Bank, they are now conducting this kind of raids. These raids are coming in numbers with hundreds and a lot of IDF troops, military, that are taking part. Now there was this city where we have seen and reports suggest the siren went off. The sirens were sounded in the community of, it's called Kisu Fim, during the attack coming from Hamas. So again, these attacks, they're making a statement to the IDF and to the Israelis. And Hamas, they claim responsibility for rocket fire, stating they targeted a military base, something again very, very significant because we do not have much details in the past where Hamas will come out and say that we attacked military base and this happened, that happened. That was not the case in the past. But now they're providing all the details, exactly what they tried to attack, where exactly where they tried to cause damages. Now, obviously, IDF forces, they also carried out an aerial operation in a place called Farah. And the reason for that is because they want to support the ground troops with aerial support, with aerial bombardment, all that. An Israeli minister suggested that they should follow the model of Gaza in order to contain this rebellion coming from West Bank now. And this is absolutely calling for a second genocide. This is what the Israeli minister is calling for, another genocide. So when we see EU members, they are sitting together, getting together to impose sanctions and talking about sanctions, it makes sense. Now, their situation in West Bank right now is very dangerous. The rockets that are fired from Gaza by Hamas, it is actually causing a lot of damages. And we have seen not only Hamas, they're retaliating, but also West Bank militant themselves. They are now taking part in this resistance force and this resistance movement. And I believe that they should have done it before, when the terrorist settlers were trying to steal more lands. In fact, the reason why this whole West Bank raid is taking place by IDF is because they trusted the settler terrorists to take care of the people of Palestine in West Bank. When that happened, IDF gave a free pass to the settler terrorists and told them that you can do whatever you want. You can steal their land, you can take them hostage, you can throw them in the jail. You have, in other words, the authority in West Bank. But what happened is these settlers, they started abusing that power. They, instead of attacking on not only just Palestinian, but also they ended up attacking IDF itself. Why? Because they said, we don't follow the rules you want us to follow because we are free and we will do whatever we want. In one occasion, they actually took IDF, their uniform, they wore it, and they started acting like they are the IDF themselves. So they were on the street, patrolling the street, just like IDF would do. When IDF saw all of this, they were like, the settlers are taking control and this is not good. We are losing control over West Bank. And Iran could actually sneak in and start operating from there. And so they were terrified. IDF was terrified, and so they took over. And now that's why all of these raids are coming at the moment. I will come up with more pictures, as I said. I have the pictures and all that. But again, if YouTube is not censoring me, I should be able to publish that video very soon. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.